Welcome to Budgeting a Decade to Freedom. Thank you for coming to us again today. We're a couple working our way towards financial independence. And this is one of my favorite videos to make, side income, or I could call it side income or passive income, because either way, it is extra income that we didn't have before. So this was for October, and today I'm going to let you know how we did for November. It was a lot better, but there was a few reasons for that, and I'm going to go into it. I'm going to get my trusty paper with all my information, because believe it or not, I have to really go dig this up when I start doing it, because there's quite a few places that I'm taking this information from. So we're gonna, as always, put in side income, like that. And we're gonna take my little red one that is also very cute, put my little hearts like I usually do. I don't love money, but it sure helps bring peace into my life. So we're gonna write November. Now November, as you know, was a big month. It was 5 weeks for us. So we had, well, it's 5 weeks for everybody, but it was, well, there's a 5-week month usually means that somebody gets 2 paychecks, and that's pretty awesome. It's always awesome to have. I'm going to refer to last month because that's how I work. First, we're going to talk about Visa Simply. Now, Visa Simply hasn't changed. Well, it probably has, but I haven't looked at it, and I'm not really counting it because we actually got paid. When December got in, before I go into that, it's a 4% cashback credit card. I usually go into my little spiel. If you can't pay off your credit card in full every month, you should not be playing this cashback game. There's no use in doing it if you are not disciplined enough to pay off your credit card bill in full every month. We try to do it every week, so we keep the balances so as to be able to pay within a week or two, so there's never a balance on it. The Visa Simply offered us 4% on our dining out. We're big diners. This was the first one that offered us a really big cashback. We did bring it to capacity. I think it's up to $5,000. And we did bring it up to capacity, and then it reverts to 1.5%. And this month, we got the 305. See, if you see it last month, it's written not accessible. Not accessible only in December. We are in December. I'm going to bring us closer here so you guys can see. So that is now accessible. They put it in my credit card. I saw it because I got a credit of 305, which I went, woohoo! A credit card with a credit balance. Love it. Beautiful. All right, so next up is the MasterCard by Walmart. This was our first cashback credit card. I really liked it because this is when it got me thinking of, well, instead of using a debit card, why don't I just use this to pay stuff, and then I'll get money back. At Walmart, it gives you 1.25%, and everywhere else it gives you 1%. Now let's see, last month we were at $228, and that's always been accessible. Always, always. This month we are at $259, and again, that is accessible. All right, yay, pretty cool. All right, next up is a Visa Scotiabank card. Now this is our latest card, and I did not add it this month. It was at $96, and they paid out the card, and I let it pay a balance on it. I used it. The reason is that this card accumulates like the Visa Simply all year round, and then in November they pay it out. So I decided to use the $96 that they had paid out, and I'm going to let it accumulate for next year's challenge. And if you're not aware of the challenge because you're new to this channel, I will explain a little bit later on. So it's not going to be added to this. However, I have something to add this month. Regardless of that, I have been with the company that I work for 10 years. Their gift to me, they asked me what I would like. I told them I would like a gift card of either Giant Tiger, which offers groceries and food, or Walmart. They were kind and generous enough to offer me a $500 gift card. However, we did a little shopping for Christmas Angels, and if you're not aware of what I'm talking about, I have a Patreon page that has a personal video explaining about the Christmas Angels and how much we spent. We spent $150 on the Christmas Angels, which left my Walmart gift card with $300. Well, I spent $149, so it left me with $351. I am putting that money towards our January, February thing that I'm going to be talking about in a minute. All right, so next up would be the PC Optimum points. Now, I don't know if you have those in the States, probably not. I'm not even sure if all of Canada has it, but for PC points, it's something that you shop. I guess you could compare it to accumulating coupons, but we accumulate points at different stores where we shop. If you shop the specials or you buy for a certain amount, they give you a certain amount of points. Now, we have been accumulating points, and last month, you can exchange those for dollar amounts. We were at $318,971, which you can cash out in fragments of 10. So it was $310. That's accessible. They've had some really great incentives and specials. If you spend $100, they give you 10,000 points. So it stands to reason we do groceries for at least $100. And we also did to the pharmacy with Shoppers Drug Mart, where it gives you points as well. And there was quite a few digital offers that offered a lot of points. So we had a record 414,211 points this month, which comes out to $410 that is accessible. Yeah, $410 of points. You read that right. That is insane. So I think I'm done for this. So the 351, the 259, the 305. Now, if it's your first time here, we are working towards a grocery-free January. We need it because January has 5 weeks. We needed 750. So we reached our January. So now we're going through a grocery-free January. And you know what? I'm going to add February to it too. So that means we need 750 for January, and we need another $600 because there's 4 weeks in February. That brings it to $150 worth of groceries every week. Now, we spend more than that right now. We spend about $200, $250. We're not very careful in the way we shop. But the next part of this challenge is that if we can meet this goal, this target by January, I will have Ed try to meet the challenge of spending only $150 without running out of anything for the first 2 months of the year, right off of what we got from cashback credit cards and points and my gift card, of course. So right now, accessible, we have $1,325. That's right. Yes, we do. That's insane. I think we're short $25, I believe. Yeah, I think we're short $25 to make it to a grocery-free February as well. This has been so great. Of course, the 351 did help here. The fact that the 305 is now accessible is great. All of this is ready to be used in the month of January when we start shopping. We still have quite a few weeks left in December, so there's room for it to grow. It's insane for me to think that we've actually knocked out food grocery shopping for 2 months in 2020. All right, so we're going to continue on with Ebates. My Ebates did go up. So let's see here. Ebates. What is it? It is now called Rakuten. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but it doesn't matter. It's $5.24, and now they're saying it'll be accessible to 16/20. So that's in February when I checked. Next up will be affiliate marketing. This is the affiliate links. Now, as you know, last month I cashed out, I think almost $25 worth of a gift certificate, and then I used it to buy something for my husband. So we're back, we have like 16 cents. The reason I use the gift certificate is because I'm in Canada. The gift certificate was in the States. I can't, unless I have an abundance of over $100, they're not going to send me a check. So it has to either sit there and build, or have to use it as a gift certificate. And that $25 had been there for a very long time. So I wanted to use it, and it ended up in an Amazon.com account. So I had something shipped from the States to here, so I was able to use it. Next up is EQ Bank. Oh, by the way, that's not accessible. I'm just going to say it. EQ Bank's was $25.15. This month it is at $20.20. So we made 5 cents. Yay. And that is accessible. That is not accessible until February. All right. So, all right. So next up we're going to do, actually I'm going to put in Patreon here. This is new. And I want to say a very big thank you to the people who are supporting me on Patreon. You have really, really, how do I say this? Motivated me and inspired me and made me feel very much, I don't know, validated. It's kind of funny. I know it's weird to say thanks for paying me. You make me feel like I'm worth it, but that's not really what I'm going for. All I'm thinking is that people are willing to follow me and believe in me enough to invest in me, and I think that's saying a lot, because sometimes it's just hard to get people just to simply follow you, just to believe in you without money. And for anybody to say, I'm going to invest in you and your future and I believe in you, is a very big thing for me. So I appreciate it. I would like to thank you very much. I hope you're not insulted by my statement. I think you guys are great. I got my first payment from Patreon of $23, which as soon as they put it into my account, I'm going to invest in Wealthsimple, and that's going to make me, that is also, I'm going to let you know about AdSense. They paid me last month $132. So thank you very much. Again, this is from you guys watching my videos by watching the ads. This really helps. So letting the ads run on the videos. This is where I get the money from. Next up I have is let's see. We talked about that. We talked about that. Okay, I have Receipt Hog. This is something new that I am doing. Basically, I am just taking pictures of my receipts, and they give me points every week. I've been doing it for about 5 weeks now, and I'm at 610 points. And I figured it out. At 1,000 points, you can cash out at $5. You can have it sent to PayPal again, which is really wonderful. And so I figured it out. At 610 points, I'm at about $3.05. Now, of course, that's not accessible until I reach 1,000, which it is. But I think I'm going to let it build, because I think at 6,500 you get $40. So I think I'm going to let it build. I'm going to see just how much I can get out of them. And next up would be, where are we? Ebooks. I know I sold some, but they haven't paid me for them yet, so I'm going to put it at 0, but next month should be different. I should be getting money for that. Next up as well is the interest on my checking account. And of course it always makes the trusty 3 cents, which I then put in TFSAs. And my TFSA account also does interest. TFSA interest. I should write checking here. And And last month, because I make a good like $2.50, but because I, in the middle of the month, took the money out to pay for my Smile Direct, which is plastic braces, I guess is the way I can, to straighten your teeth. I only made $1.93 in interest, but it's still $1.93. So between all these two, which I usually take, I put them in my TFSA account. So last month I was at $55.92 of interest from the TFSA amount, from the interest in the checkings. So if I add the $1.96 that I made this month, it takes me to $57.88. That's really cool. That's really cool. All right, so I think this pretty much like just gets us to where we're at here. So now we have to tally up how much I've made this month in total and what is accessible. That's what I do every month. I put what I made in total and what is accessible. I need a trusty pen. I need to bring you back forward here. Okay, so I totaled it out. All right. Last month I made 12, 10, 22. Well, that's the accumulated amount over the month since I've been tracking it in June. This month we are now at $1709.74. Wow. A lot of that reason was because of the gift card. That's $350, so that really gave it a boost. And that's a different from last month of $499.52. Again, there's a $351 gift card. We did a lot of points, almost $100. There's a lot of money there. Okay, and what is accessible? So last month was $798.75. We are now at $1,697.08. That is accessible. Again, because things were paid out and now it's not being held anymore. It made a big difference. So it made a difference of $898.33 compared to last month. That's it's unbelievable for me. I am very happy, and to think that we are $300 shy of $2,000 extra cash in a year. A lot of it I have to thank you for AdSense, for Patreon. You guys are supporting me. It's getting better and better every month. As you know, I have moved my channel, so this is where it is now at Budgeting a Decade to Freedom. One of the reasons that I did that as well is with the new COPPA law that's coming in and the FTC sweeping the channels. I needed to download all my videos, take them off, and make sure that my content coming back up was for adults only and could not be mistaken for kid-friendly, because I don't want to end up with a fine. So I am doing this, and I'm making this mostly just budgeting. Even though there's colors, I've been told it's numbers. So I'm kind of hoping that, you know, my thumbnails don't attract the children to click on it to begin with, and the titles have nothing that should interest them. So I'm kind of hoping that they see that and they mark it for what it is. Hopefully YouTube will also come up with a solution to maybe do a mixed audience so that there is no mistake and people don't end up getting you know, dinged or hurt because they have channels that could be mistaken for something for children. I really don't think so. I know I use a lot of colored pans, but other than that, there's not really anything here for children. Although, you know, budgeting wouldn't be a bad thing for them to learn. And side income wouldn't be a bad thing for them to learn at a young age. However, you guys know what I mean. My other channel that had all my videos for Budgeting a Decade to Freedom is going to slowly turn into a how-to as well. I'm trying to keep the content to adult-related, nothing that would entice children, because I'm using these channels because ultimately I want to help people, but I also would like to make a bit of money as well. So we're going to see how that goes. If I still feel okay by the time January comes around, we're going to move forward. If not, I may just stick to Patreon. Anyway, thank you very, very much for coming by. This has been my side income for November. We still have a month left, unbelievably enough, and we've more than met our goals. Hopefully we can surpass them. Who knows, maybe I'll have a little money for March. Take care of yourselves and come back for Payday Thursday and my expenses and paycheck, and then after that, the other video should be about funds and investments. Thanks a lot. Take care of yourselves. Bye.